Oh. There you go. That's good. How about it?
Hello.
It's time for Ask Chris Anything. Specializing in Google Photos, just so you don't get too confused. Oh, there's Gail. We missed you this morning. Hi, how
good.
you doing?
To see you.
All right. So you take lots of photos with your phone, right? And you want them automatically gathered and organized. That's why Google Photos was created. But you probably have questions. She has answers. I like how it says we. There are ongoing updates up there. There's a QR code you can use and
we'll talk a little bit about the ongoing updates in a minute, but I want to say hello to the folks that are here first.
Yeah, let's see who we got. All kinds of people.
Yes, hello.
Gary.
From Delmarva. I know what Delmarva is. Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. It's right on the north side of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. It's that peninsula that covers parts of all three states, and we've been there a few times.
Riverside, California, nice and warm. Okay. Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. Yeah. Colorado. I hope it's cool out there for you. Not too hot anyway. And the Philly suburbs. I hope you can get down to the shore sometime, Thelma. That's where I come from. Cool.
Thanks, Gary. He says I was correct. Delmarva.
Well, yeah. You're always correct.
Yeah, right. Not according to you. You're correcting me all the time. All right.
All right, what?
So you want to get a little bit of a review of what's new at Google Photos? If you watch our, what is it? Fun with Photos. Last Sunday, we did a Fun with Photos, and it was all about what's new with Google Photos. But I want to review a couple of those things and mention a couple of things that I didn't mention there. But you can always go see what's new by going to this webpage, and I do want to show you that. So if you go to... I want to review a couple of those.
Better turn that off.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We'll plug something in. You gotta listen.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably have to read. There it goes.
Okay. No. Okay. Just stop it. There we go. Too much sound. Too many sounds. Don't want you to be hearing too many sounds. So, if you go to geeksontour.com and then in the address bar add a / and GP updates. What's GP stand for?
I think it's Google Photos.
Google
I'm just
Photos
guessing here.
updates. Then you get to this page where I do try to keep track of everything. I'm not guaranteed, it's not an official list. This is just my list. Some of these things are just things that I noticed, said, whoa, that's new. So I make a note of it. Others of them are official announcements that I've seen from Google Photos. So the most recent one that I've written about is transferring photos to iCloud. If you want to move from Google Photos to the Apple universe, there is a really good way now, but it's not easy to know how to do it. Some articles, I just read an article that said just go to Takeout and download all of your photos and then upload them to iCloud. No. If you start from this page called Google Dashboard and then go to recently used Google services, Google Photos, click on transfer data, it still takes you to Takeout, but it's gone in a different path and you now have different options, one of which is transfer directly from the Google Cloud to the Apple Cloud. And I tried it. It works pretty well. Now, I did have, so you can see all of those. And sometimes I go into a bit of detail, like that transfer from Google Photos to Apple iCloud Photos. I give specific instructions. Have you noticed, so these are some of the things that are new. Have you noticed collections? Now, that's on your phone. Both iPhone and Android, but it's on your phone, not the web. So what I'm talking about is down here at the bottom. This is Google Photos. And in this third position, it used to say Library. And when you tapped on Library, you also saw something called Utilities. Library is gone. No more Utilities. Now you have Collections. And under Collections is where there are people and pets, device folders, trash, favorites, but no Utilities, albums, and the map. We'll get there again. Now, if yours still says Library, just wait.
We're good.
It's coming. This is rolling out. But I think most people I've talked to lately do have Collections now. So if you're looking for something and you don't find it, try looking in Collections. Another thing that you may or may not have noticed, you may have gotten a pop-up messages that said, do you want to try Stacks? Stacks is Google's answer to duplicate photos. It's a start. What it does is say, these 5 photos all look alike. Now, they may be actually separate images. You just went click, 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 click. But they all look the same. And if you want, you can turn on Stacks, and then they will only be taking up one space in your photo library. Let me show you that. So what I do is I look for this little icon. See where it says 2 and it has overlapping squares. That means I took 2 photos that look very much alike. And when you tap on it, you will see the 2 photos down at the bottom. And if you tap on the grid, you can change the top pick, you can select one, and you can delete that one, or you can delete all but one. Move this photo. So there is a way to get it managed down so that you only have the one in the stacks. But meanwhile, if you turn on Stacks, now how do you turn on Stacks? That is up at the top of your library, 3 dots, stack similar photos, off or on. All right. A couple more of the what's new, and then we'll start to get to your questions. A numeric count of your photo library. This I just noticed. I haven't heard anybody else mention this, but I noticed it and I said, oh, wow, I've always wondered how many photos and videos do I have stored in my Google library. The Google dashboard only tells me that it's, 100,000 or more, but no specific count. And the storage just tells me how many gigabytes I'm using. Now, if this is only on the phones, if you tap on your profile photo in the top, and then you tap where it says backup, it will appear right here. Now, sometimes it takes a minute for it to show up, and maybe you don't care, but people have asked me many times, how do I find out exactly how many photos I have in my Google Photos library? and there has not been a way. Well, it will appear, but meanwhile, it's already there. Oh, there we go. Okay. So see, right here, it has appeared, and it says, I have 106,224 photos and videos. That's a fair amount. Okay.
Braggart.
Magic Editor. Magic Editor is new, and it is available now on all mobile devices. You don't have to be a Google One, and you don't have to have a Pixel like it used to be. Magic Editor allows you to select pieces of your picture and move them around or make them bigger or smaller, in addition to deleting them. But it's pretty cool. And if you want to play with it, if you want to know more about it, Video 874. I need to show you how you find, when I refer to a video number, how do you find that? I want to show you. So you just go to geeksontour.com, and if I told you 874, you just go geeksontour.com/874. And that, okay.
Oops.
That was not the right number, I guess. 872. Or you go to tutorials, all videos. Oh, that's right. 874 is a new one that's not there yet.
Oh, that's one of the ones I had to.
Yeah. There will 874 will be there soon. But let's say I wanted you to go to 831. You could find it in the list, or you could just type geeksontour.com 831 and enter, and it will take you straight there. Now, some of these are for members only. A lot of them are free. You just try it. If it makes you log in, then either you can't watch it or you need to become a member. Okay. How much is that?
I don't know. Oh, to become a member, it's $58 on a yearly basis to support Geeks on Tour. All the work we do is enabled by our premium members, and we just really appreciate you guys. $68 1 year. It doesn't renew, and you can use PayPal or you can use Stripe if you want.
Just a credit card.
Just a credit card.
Okay, just a couple more things about updates.
You keep saying that.
Memories Carousel versus Memories View. This one this one still needs some work, I think, but the Memories Carousel is what we have up at the top. These are the automatically curated memories that Google says, hey, remember this? Remember that? That's kind of nice. But now there is also a Memories button down at the bottom. And these are both your albums plus some of the memories that Google has put together. It's not defined real well right now. And if you want to know more about the updates, see our Fun with Photos that we did last Sunday. It is on the What's New with Google Photos. It's on our YouTube channel. We call it a podcast now, Fun with Photos. So on our YouTube channel, podcasts, Fun with Photos. All right. I think we have a few questions.
Yeah, let's see if I can bring those up. Let's go up to the top here. Bop, bop, bop. Is that a question?
Yes.
Yes, okay. No, that's not it. Try that again. There we go. I'm making an autobiography, about 120 pages of text, 75 pictures, gathering in albums. That's the way to do it.
Cool.
Seeking a service to digitize another 50 pics into Google. Any ideas?
Well, that's cool that you're doing an autobiography. When you have it done, please please let us know how to get it. That'd be cool. Digitizing. Did you answer? I replied, say, have you tried doing it yourself? The way I do it is myself. I just take my phone and snap a picture of the old photos with a little bit of editing or maybe using the photo scan app. They come out really good. Now, if you really don't want to do that and you want a service, then I say just do a Google search. And I search for photo scanning service. The last time I did this, I just went to Costco, but I think they got rid of their photo department, so they don't do that anymore. I'm pretty sure that where they sent it out, God, I'm not positive, but I think it was Scan Cafe. I think Scan Cafe is a good one. But, Legacy Box is a known company. I'd go with that. Or just Scan My Photos. So there's a bunch of them. You can compare their pricing. If you want to ask experts that really work in this, I recommend Photo Organizers. Oh, what's it called? The Photo Managers. It's a website of people who make it their business to help others manage their photos, and they have lots of reviews of photo scanning. So thephotomanagers.com would be where I would send you.
A message sent photos from different sources, my audiobooks, and photos from a text from Bill. They were not shared, but showed up in a text message to a different person. That's Karen.
A message sent photos. Okay, so you're saying how if you receive photos in some kind of message service, you should be able to save them to your device. You're looking at it in a messaging app on your phone, and you can touch and hold and save to device. And once it's on device, Google Photos can see it. And then it will upload it. On an Android, it might be in a device folder that you have to then go and make sure that upload is turned on. Let me know if you want to see that. Karen, just say, yes, I want to see that. But if that's the question, otherwise, clarify. Thank you.
Bonnie asks, is there a way to add descriptions to Google Photos in bulk rather than adding descriptions one photo at a time?
No.
Nope.
Copy and paste, paste, but there's no way to select them all.
Bill says that he and Karen both got library changed to collections between last Sunday's show and today. Yeah, mine came back. Mine was there briefly and then it was gone.
Oh, so you mean you had collections and it went back to library?
Mine did, yeah.
Oh.
And then finally collections came back, yeah. Okay. Cynthia still has library in the third position. Well, I promise you.
Yeah,
she promises
you will get it. Make sure you're up to date, but it doesn't really come with an update. It's a server side that's just rolling out to everybody.
Yeah. Jay has a bunch of pictures. He's a show off as well.
250,000. Wow.
All right. Magic Editor is really interesting.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
And if by chance you're going to be one of the lucky ones that will get a Pixel 9, which they just announced in the Google event yesterday, you're going to get something that is AI editing called Reimagine.
It's
where
blew us away.
It's AI, so you'll just type in. If you have, their example was, you have a picture of a guy sitting in a field of grass. You want that to be a field of wildflowers. You can do it. You just ask the AI editor, change the grassy field to wildflowers. and boom, you have wildflowers. Oh, talk about not being able to believe what you see with your eyes.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Let's see, there's more here. Barbara asked question here. Are there specific instructions about how to use the photo editor? I guess the Magic Editor?
Magic Editor. I have videos.
She's just getting started, though.
Well,
there are more to come.
The Magic Editor video is 874. That's the one that's not on the website right yet.
My fault, of course.
But just the basic editing, just search my videos for edit, and you will see them. And besides, I know you use fancy editors. Barbara here does some amazing photo work, and the best editor, the best system is what you know how to use. So I wouldn't try to convince you to leave what you're doing already.
No, not
you
for
have
the stuff
you have
that it does
amazing
now.
stuff.
Sure.
But asking just what I do, I stick to Google Photos. It can do everything that I need to make my photos look better. Once in a while, I will go to the app called Snapseed, which is free from Google, and I can get to it from within Google Photos. And then for our underwater photos, there is a special app called Dive Plus that knows how to fix that blue or green tinge, and it's pretty amazing.
It is.
But generally, just Google Photos Editor is great.
All right. Murray, good to see you. I did send feedback to Google Photos saying I want it, and they didn't give it to him yet.
Still don't have it. Oh.
I'm so sorry. Maybe it's because you're Canadian? Collections on the desktop or only on phones or tablets?
Only on phones. On the desktop, it is, and it has been for a long time, called Explore. Yeah, the desktop is different. The desktop has Explore, which is basically the same as Search, but it has the people and pets and the places, and it has albums. On the phones, and I do want to show this, Collections, Search is now just Search. There's not a whole lot of, it does give you suggestions. You can search for selfies or screenshots, but it's just Search. Collections is where you will now find the people and pets and albums and places, including your map, which I use all the time. So Collections. One thing I really like, something that is new, when you go to albums, you have the choice of seeing all your albums, just my albums, or just the albums that other people have shared with me. That's nice. It's been a mess, I think, how they're all globbed together. Now you can choose shared with me or my albums, or if you do want to see them all together, it's all.
Okay, PhotoMine has an app that scans photos really
good. Yes, we have covered PhotoMine. Yes, PhotoMine is a good one. You can use it for free if you're going to do a lot of scanning. There is a fee. It's not much, but PhotoMine, M-Y-N-E. And if you search through our website on PhotoMine, you'll see I've done a couple of videos and articles on it.
Okay, before purchasing storage in my main account, I was using an additional Gmail account and still hold my photos. Can I now delete the photos without losing them in my main mail account?
Well, you're saying your Gmail account, but I say that as your Google account. So you're saying you have multiple Google accounts and photos. So if you have Google account 1, Google account 2, and Google account 3, those are like 3 safe deposit boxes.
15 gigs each for free.
Yeah. And if your photos are stored in Google account 3 and you delete Google account 3, those photos are gone. So if you want to do that, you would need to transfer them. You would need to copy them from Google account 3 to Google account 1 before you delete Google account 3. And there is a relatively painless way to do that through what's called partner sharing. And I don't think I have a video on that, but I think I have an article. Yeah, delete the photos in your additional account without losing them in your main.
Well, they have to be in your main.
They have to be there, right?
But if you delete a different account, it's not going to delete the ones that are in your account.
Yeah,
but they have to be saved to your library, right?
Yeah, think of it like safe deposit boxes, and where are they physically?
And she's done some good videos on that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Murray still says library, not collections.
Huh. I really thought that more people had collections now.
Well, I do. That's more.
And you and me, that's all that counts, right? I was wondering.
Excuse me. Did not share them. They just showed.
Showed in a text to a different person?
Crazy.
Yeah, your phone shouldn't be sharing something that you didn't tell it to share. I'd have to see it.
There's a good question. I take all pictures with my iPhone. How can I sync my iPhone photos with Google Photos?
All you have to do, it's the Google Photos app that does the work. So if you just install the iOS version, you go to your app store and get the Google Photos app, install it on your phone, on your iPhone, and turn on Backup and Sync. That means that the Google Photos app will see every photo that is stored on your iPhone, and it will copy it up to your Google Cloud account. So all you have to do is install the app and turn it on.
There are a couple of settings that you might want to check, but that's all you need to do. All right. Let's see. If your phone is in one of the 3 Google accounts, Bonnie says, any pictures you take will go to the account that's active on your phone. Good point.
Well,
very well.
Now wait a minute.
It depends on what account it's backing up to.
That's a specific setting.
It's a specific, because I have that issue. Chris's account is also on my phone, my Pixel phone. So occasionally I'll look at my phone and I'll be looking through my photos.
Looking at my pictures.
And I'm looking at her pictures and I have to click on her little face and change it back to mine. And it's no big deal. It confuses
but that has
me,
nothing to do with where they're being backed up. Where they're being copied to is a setting. Let me show you that. So here's Google Photos on my phone, and here's my little face. So these are absolutely my pictures. Let me show you what Jim was talking about. I can change that account to Alan. You know, this is just one of my test accounts. And get rid of that. And now I'm seeing different pictures, right? I'm seeing different pictures because these are Alan's pictures. But if I take a picture right now, is it going to get uploaded to Alan's account? No. It will get uploaded according to the settings. Photos settings, backup. Notice it's getting backed up to Chris's account. And that would explain the message when you click backing up to a different account. So I'm viewing Alan's photos.
They're in the cloud.
From the cloud. And any photos I take with this phone, though, are getting uploaded to Chris's account. So it's all about settings.
Okay.
Okay.
I've noticed that PhotoMine photos are stored in Google Photos at original size. How do I change them to reduce size?
Well, once again, that is a Google Photos setting in your app. So if you're using PhotoMine, it means you're talking about your phone, right? You're taking these scans, you're scanning with your phone using the PhotoMine app, and it goes to Google Photos. It'll still be copied up to the cloud according to your settings. You want to see those settings? I mean, it's right where I was. Your face, Photos settings, backup, and settings, backup quality, you want the storage saver. Now, what I've found is anytime you...
Updates?
Yeah, when you get updates, or if you clear your cache or some things, this setting will often get reset to original size. And you just have to go back into here and make sure it's at storage saver. But I don't think there's any setting in PhotoMine that would override how it goes to Google Photos.
Cynthia says, I also do not have Magic Editor. Aw.
Just to be sure that everybody knows what Magic Editor looks like, yeah. And it's not on the computer. You know, if you're looking on the computer, you're never going to find it because it is a mobile device only thing. So you have to open a picture and tap on Edit. Then it's this purple, green, changing color icon on the left. That is Magic Editor. And what it allows you to do, let's say I want this little statuette to be bigger. I just tap on her. See how she's selected? So far, it's kind of like Magic Eraser, and I could just erase her. But I don't want to. I want to make her bigger. So you got to use 2 fingers. A little bit tricky on the phone. Tap and hold. Okay. First you have to tap and hold to get it to be separate from the background. Now 2 fingers and I can make it bigger. All right. Then you have to tap this arrow, this multicolor arrow, to say, do it. And it takes a minute. It's having to redraw. And so there we now have a big statue in our garden rather than a little statue. And if you really don't have Magic Editor, it's coming. It's coming. Unless you have an old phone. Now, yeah, there is a little bit of caveat. It has to be a pretty powerful phone.
But anything above probably a Pixel 6 or...
Anything that you paid more than $400 for, I would expect to work. I would expect to get it.
If I upload photos from my memory card, from my Nikon, my SLR, it shows them as photo.jpg plus photo.raw, but I only have one.
JPEG. Is that normal?
If you edit.
Yeah, I don't use RAW. There are issues.
They take up a
around
huge amount
RAW.
of space.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure what you just said is normal. Google Photos can deal with photos that you took as RAW, but once they're in Google Photos, they're a JPEG. Google Photos cannot create, and it doesn't have the tools to edit all the details of a RAW
save
photo.
It back as a RAW.
Yeah. But I say, I don't use RAW, so I don't know a whole lot about it.
Okay. Stephen wants to know if this session is stored so you can see it later. Absolutely. It's on YouTube. And
Yep. Same link that got you here live will get you to the recorded replay.
Okay. Thank you for showing how to access Magic Editor. I didn't know how to access it.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
That's
why she's here.
You make my day.
Yeah, okay. Anything else going on? I don't see any other questions.
Okay,
If you have any questions,
I have
throw them in there.
I have a few backup questions that we can do, but if we've covered everybody's, okay, then here's one. How do you add a face to a person or a pet? So this is about face grouping and the fact that Google Photos can automatically group faces together. And I have a little sample I'll show. Cancel and cancel. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about, and once again, you'll find this either under search. If you have collections, then people and pets is under collections. If you don't have collections, then it's under search. So people and pets. And isn't this fun? It not only recognizes people's faces and groups them together.
Your light died.
But it will recognize pets as well. So this was our dog, Odie. And if I ever wanted to just view all my photos of our dog, Odie, it's all done for me. I don't have to search and make an album, etc. It's all there. But what if I want to there's a photo that I think belongs in the Odie group that isn't in here. There is, this is an automatic grouping. You really can't do much with it. There is no way in here to just add. But if you have a photo with an unidentified face, you can tell that photo that it belongs in the Odie group. Let me show you. So I have, let me search for dogs. And it's this dog. Now, that obviously is not Odie, unless he got a bleach, his hair bleached. But let's say I think this belongs in the Odie face group. What you do, you swipe up until you see where it says people. Now, there are no people in this, but this is a pet, so same thing. And edit faces. It says there's one face available to add. Edit faces. And I'll say, okay, that face should go in with Odie. And done. Now, if I go back to collections, people and pets, and Odie, there is the dog I just added to Odie's. And, and translate this to people. If I have a great picture of Jim that isn't showing up in Jim's grouping, then I go to that picture, swipe up, edit faces, tell it, put that face into Jim's grouping. Okay.
If I use the trash can to delete photos, then later change my mind, can I get them back? No, they're lost forever.
Oh, yeah. Yes, if you think of it soon enough. So just let me show you where this is. So this picture is something I'm shopping for a new piece of dive equipment, and I took a picture of this. Let's say I'm done shopping, I don't need this anymore, and I delete it. And I allow it to move to trash. Now I say, oh, I've changed my mind. I really do want to know what that dive equipment was. I want that picture back. Where is the trash? Photos, collections, Now, if you don't have collections, it's library. Collections and trash. And there is the photo I just trashed, and I can restore. Notice it says 59 days left until permanently deleted. So if 60 days have gone by and this photo is not in your trash anymore, you are out of luck. There's nothing you can do. Which is why I highly recommend that you should always have another backup of your photos. You know, Google Photos backs up from your phone to the cloud. But if you delete from Google Photos, you're deleting both the phone and the cloud. You need another backup. And I have videos on that. You can just search Geeks on Tour for backup and you'll find videos on how I think that should be done. But if I restore it, it is now back in my... Get back to photos. Okay, now that picture is back in my photos. I restored it. I grabbed it out of the trash.
Okay.
Any more here?
Do you want to put those?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What do we have? Lyle says we have iPhones using shared library and Apple Photos and iCloud. And Google Photos, we have partner sharing. Seems to get confusing about who took the photo.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Whose fault is that?
I bet. Now, my recommendation, you can use both Apple, iCloud, and Google, but I think you should both agree on one that is your primary and the other one is your backup. So you should, use all the tools from the one, because it can get so confusing. And the biggest question we get in the Google product forums is, I deleted by mistake. So because I didn't understand. So, pick one as your main working set of photos and another one is your backup. My recommendation.
Barbara really would love to have a good photo editor on the desktop computer. Not as fancy as Lightroom, relatively easy version. There are a bunch of them out there, free ones, but there's a learning curve with every one. You're on a Mac,
right?
Yeah, on a Mac, on an Apple device.
Mac Photos?
Mac Photos is not bad at all. The Photos app that comes built into every Mac is pretty good, and it's easy to use, and you can do some stuff. You certainly can't do the stuff you do in Lightroom, obviously, but for simple edits,
just for crop and brighten.
Yeah.
It's no longer called iPhoto. It's just called Photos.
Yeah, just to confuse everyone.
And same on Windows. There's a Microsoft Photos that can do all those basic things, no problem.
The thing of it is I take all of my photos now with the phone. So I'll do the quick edits right on the phone using Google Photos on the phone. It's a smaller screen, but I have a big screen phone, relatively speaking. Or I'll do it on the iPad. All right, let's see. Google Photos does not always recognize faces in old photos. Is there a way to force recognition?
Well, like what I just showed you with the dog, if Google Photos recognizes that there is a face, but it didn't put it in any grouping, you can put it in a grouping. If it doesn't even see that there's a face there, then there's nothing you can do. Although I have found the more I work with a photo, so let's say I have a photo of two people. When I swipe up and look at the people part of the metadata, it sees one face and it just doesn't see the other. I have learned that if I crop the picture, and then maybe make a copy of it. I make a copy and I crop it to the face that wasn't recognized. I add that to an album. Basically, the more you touch a picture, the more Google says, "Oh, this must be an important picture. I should look at it again and see if there's anything I missed." Sometimes it does show up a face. But yeah. I do have one more example of there. Let me see. Face group. See if I can find this one sample picture that I know has a face that is unidentified in it. Yeah, that one right there. So that's Jim, that's me, and this is just a person we met in the campground where we were staying. I swipe up, and I get to the edit faces, and it sees Jim and Chris. It doesn't see the other person, but it says one face available to add. So if I tap on edit faces, then her face appears, and I can tap the little plus and add it to a group, or tap that plus up there and create a new group with just her face. But if I swipe up and it only sees two faces in this picture where there are three people, and it doesn't even say one face available to add, then you're kind of SOL.
How about if you were to crop that?
Right. And that's what I say. That's what you can try. If it's important to you to have that face in a face group, then just keep playing with that photo. Crop it down to the unidentified face. Add that face to an album. Share it with somebody. Just the more important you make it seem, the more Google will look at it.
What AI features will we have in the future?
Oh, God knows. But
Wow.
I know of one in particular that is on its way. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if anybody has, but it has been announced. And it's called Ask Photos. Search is already really good, right? And it uses AI for search. I mean, I can ask for, find me the picture where I'm wearing white boots. And it knows what white boots are. Find me a picture of Mount Rushmore. It
And that's
knows
been
what
there
Mount
forever.
Rushmore. Yeah, it knows. And that's basic AI that is built into Google Photos. But now, to the right of the search button, you're going to have that sparkle, the Gemini icon that looks like a sparkle, kind of a diamond, that's called Ask Photos. And you'll be able to say things like, what was the color scheme for Andrew's wedding? And it'll show you pictures of the colors of Andy's wedding. I can't think of any other examples, but you'll be able to type a whole sentence. Find me the pictures.
And then you could follow up questions and things like that.
It'll be true
chat.
AI chat to find your photos.
And videos.
Right.
Whoa.
And videos.
Show me that video with the big manta ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming soon in AI.
Somebody wants us to do a live presentation. You want to do that?
Sure. If you do it via Zoom.
Yeah.
If you're in South Florida or you do it via Zoom, yeah.
we like to be we are on the East Coast, and we go to bed early like a lot of old folks. But we have been known to do California. Okay. There's a place on our website where you can
on our calendar.
On our calendar.
Or you can just, there's a contact us.
Right.
Yeah. On our website, there's a menu item for contact us. Sure.
Yeah. Love to. Let's see. Once past the 60 days that a photo has been deleted, will Google Photos accept it again if you try and put it back, having saved the photo like a backup on a different source? I don't think you even have to wait.
Yeah. Because it will be a different... If it's been deleted, then it's gone from your library, and you can add a copy of it again.
I don't know what would happen if you try to restore that same photo, though.
Yeah, then it probably wouldn't, because it would be an... If you're saying it is an exact duplicate, it is the same.
You can use Magic Editor to make the face larger and then add to ID.
I don't see why not.
I think you can.
Yeah, you can make the face larger and then crop it and save as to make a picture for an ID.
Sure.
Yeah.
Figure it out. How to correct the thumbnail, and thumbnail for the face is incorrect. It got the wrong face up there.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll show you that. So we're talking about the people and pets, the face group. If you have collections, that's where you'll find it. People and pets.
Otherwise, it's...
So, let me use mine. So there's obviously tons, and I say I want a different picture for my... So I can say I want that picture. You just open up the one that you want, tap the 3 dots, and use as feature photo. Now, when you look at my face, it's the one I just chose. I really don't like that one, though. Here, maybe that one's better. Assuming it'll pick... Well, that'll be interesting. Will it pick me? I hope so. Yeah, okay. So now, that's my photo. Yeah, I like that one better.
Okay. Other questions? Oh, well, I think we've gotten to the end of that one.
All right. Let's see. Oh, well, here's one that we kind of just covered, but not exactly.
Will Google Photos upload duplicates?
No.
Absolutely not.
But
Except.
it has a very narrow definition of duplicate. So if you have 2 pictures that started out as one picture, but you did an edit to a second one, and you upload that, it will upload it. It won't say, well, they started out as the same picture, but you made an edit. No, as far as Google is concerned, just brightening it or cropping it makes it a new photo. But if you upload one photo and then forget that you uploaded it and upload it again, it will not work. It'll look like it's uploading, but once it gets there, it will bump into the existing one and it will fail.
Okay. Let's see. Wait. Oh, you're in Boynton Beach.
Oh.
You're close by.
Yeah, we could do that in person if you want.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah. We work for food.
We'll work for food, yeah.
Let's see. In settings, there's an option turn on something called Me. I don't understand what the benefit is.
I don't either. That is just to say, when friends interact with my Google Photos, what face will be on my icon? Who is it? Whose face belongs to this account? That's what that is. And it really doesn't do anything for you. It does something for the people you share with. It shows your face.
Okay.
And you can select which face.
How come Magic Eraser doesn't come up on your computer Google Photos? Why?
Because it doesn't. It's a mobile-only feature. I don't expect it to ever come to the computer because it uses
The AI stuff.
It uses power that is only available on the mobile devices. It's weird, but mobile devices are now more powerful for a lot of things than computers are.
It has it built in. A
Yeah.
computer can still do a lot of all the stuff that these tools can do, but there's a lot more involved in making that happen. There are really, but that's coming too. It's coming.
What, to computers?
To computers.
Oh, yeah,
all the
AI computers.
AI computers are here now. Most of us don't have them yet. But even the tools like AI, the large language models, the things that we're using, they're creating photorealistic pictures. And, that's why you can't really believe everything you see.
Not at all.
And videos. So the deep fake type stuff. It's indistinguishable. So those tools are out there. Those are editing tools, by the way. Special effects. Who knows? But it's all going to be crazy.
And I don't, it might be coming to the computer. There are Magic Eraser? No, Magic Eraser isn't on the computer either. And that's been out a while, so yeah.
Barbara says, Google Photos will not recognize and label my face. I've entered hundreds of photos and everyone else is identified. I still need to manually enter my name.
Well, maybe you do need to check that setting. Were you the one that asked about the me setting? Let me show you where that is.
Yes, it is.
And maybe that could possibly be your issue or help. I don't know. It's a Google Photos setting. So tap on your profile face in the top right and scroll down to Photos Settings and Preferences, I'm pretty sure. And under Group Similar Faces, here is the face that is labeled as me. Now, if I tap that, yeah, then you should be able to select. Are you saying you don't even have a group for you? That would be really odd if you have that many photos of you. Anyway, check that setting. Yeah, that helps contacts recognize your face.
Okay, she says she had it on before, still no recognition.
And if you go to a picture that has you in it and swipe up to people, do you have the ability to edit faces, and do you see your face there? And you should be able to add it. And if you don't already have a group, then you should get a plus up at the top where you can create a new group and call it your name. Anyway, those are the things to try.
Oh boy.
We good?
I think we're good, and we're at an hour.
We're at an hour.
You guys are the best. Especially our premium members. You make all of this stuff possible, and I hear thunder and it's getting dark out there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. And we're going to be off camping and scuba diving in a river this weekend.
A crystal clear river.
Up in northern Florida.
Rainbow River. It should be fun. And we're going scalloping in the Gulf or Crystal River. And that should be fun.
Gathering scallops instead of lobsters while we're diving. So there might, I haven't decided if we're going to just premiere a Fun with Photos on Sunday or if we're going to let Sunday go by this week completely. But we will not have one of our normal What Does This Button Do shows. But this was fun. Thank you all for coming.
And thank you for asking questions.
And you know where to find us, geeksontour.com, and you can just search for any other answers or use the contact us if you have another question. Now, not a technical question. Technical questions, we like you to be a member to answer those, and that's what the Q&A page is for.
Okay, that's it for this one. We'll see you next time.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jim.
And we're Geeks on Tour.
Thanks for watching.